Doom the Dark Ages is like every other Doom game, which I've never actually played because I've only played Doom Eternal. And I never actually beat Doom Eternal, mainly because my PC was a piece of garbage back then, which I haven't beat, and I've only beat Doom the Dark Ages. So it's like, but technically the lore for Doom the Dark Ages is like, oh yeah, you're fighting against these demons and everything, and you're trying to kill them, and all this other stuff, when you gotta stop them from taking over the dang world. And I think that's basically the same thing with all the other Doom games, but still. Does anyone really play it for the lore? No. We played it to kill all those stupid dang demons. And honestly, it's pretty fun. So, hey, I hope you enjoy me absolutely massacring and murdering every single thing in my path. If you even like this video, maybe consider coming back for my next video whenever I eventually make that. But anyways, see you at the end of the video. Okay. Anyways, we start off with the amazing intro of beautiful mountains, beautiful lush scenery. But oh wait, there is a burning village that is destroying the scenery. I mean, honestly, get better. Generally, skillless, honestly. But then, this man is currently being eaten to death by a demon. Like, maybe if you're stronger, you could just not be eaten by a demon or something. It's just kind of weird. Makes no sense why you would do that. Then, eventually, they get off to wherever they want to go. And then, we go ahead and pan to these two guys. They're somewhat important. They're important. They're somewhat. Honestly, who really cares? They eventually die later on in the story. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, whatever. They go and talk about something like, oh yeah, we need this foreign heart or something. It's very important because they need it for like the power to enhance their leader, which you don't see at this current point, but we'll eventually see. But then, eventually, after a bit, after, the game just wants to stop looking at their entire phone backsides and everything, as it does, we get off to these guys. These guys are pretty important. They help us in the story. They do. They're basically the entire foreign army and everything that's fighting against the demons. That's, trying to defeat the demons alongside the Doomslayer. So yeah, we eventually get to this woman. She has a power inside of her that's pretty strong, not just for us, but also the enemy. Especially the enemy. Because it can be used against us for a very bad thing. But then, eventually we go to top 10 most biggest Discord mods ever. And with all his Discord skins, they give him a phone for Commander Fear. And Commander Fear is like, we need the phone Doomslayer, or else this place will be destroyed and you'll lose all your Centaur reserves and everything on all that crap. So he's like, yes, we do need the phones in the phone Doomslayer, because apparently they decide to let this guy phone control the phone Doomslayer and everything and put him on a leash and all that crap. But eventually he was like, yeah, let's just send him off. And then we finally get to the phone seeing the Doomslayer after forever. Where he's all geared up to go kill those demons because someone decided to go make a deal with them, this Discord mod and everything, so he can be controlled by the thing in his chest that makes him only think about killing demons, and that's just it, and not have a single bit of other feeling. Then eventually, after getting all geared up and everything, getting a shotgun, getting a shield to parry those enemies, he gets enveloped with a yellow aura. around him, surrounding him, and everything. And it shoots off a yellow beam of light towards the ground, destroying all those demons that he truly hates upon the world.
Oh man. Loading in, coach. I'm about to flank that thing up on that dude. Doom the dark David. Set him up. Oh my goodness. Doom the dark David. I know what that's gonna be.
So basically what this is, it's a tutorial zone. We basically have to figure out, how to climb things, and then also the game wants us to figure out how to pull parry, which is holding left trigger, and an RT to form, like how we shoot, to form bash into the enemies and everything. And then, of course, the game it tells us like, oh yeah, we gotta kill a certain amount of enemies, and obviously, the game wants to teach us more. So we eventually come upon this thing, and it wants us to shield bash it, and has a symbol around it. It wants us to shield bash it to break through the wall and destroy it. As well as using our shield to bash through the walls, we also need to use our fist to bash through those enemies to go and absolutely destroy them and then melt them to nothingness. We also get a new weapon, that being a gauntlet to destroy, to pulverize, to knuckle sandwich those enemies in the face. Especially the demons, because that's our enemies. And we use that form gauntlet that we just acquired to go ahead and pulverize Superland, to go ahead and absolutely destroy every single one of the demons. And also, on top of that, it also takes a while to recharge. Like you can wait the recharge out, or you can go around the place and grab these things that look like gauntlets, and then it will give you more to your recharging and everything. So that's something you can also do. But of course, we need a dang key, because why wouldn't we need a dang key? So we journey forwards into the distant lands of its terrible demon-infested village. And we learn a new mechanic called, we can parry these green shots that are shot at us, and if we parry them, they're shot back at the demon, or whatever, and it hurts them, and eventually it can be upgraded later on in the game, but of course we're not currently at that point. But of course, even if we're not able to use those abilities at this current point, we still have to do our current objective, which is getting the blue key off the dead body that's currently rotting at the moment, and then getting to the blue gate. And then when we open the blue gate, all these gates open up from hell, for releasing multiple demons that we have to destroy, and then eventually we'll be able to go ahead and go home and eat a good dinner or something. And obviously, in these new gates that we have to fight, there are new enemies that we have to kill. Obviously, we kill all the other enemies, but there's this new one called Hograda. We have to go ahead and kill it. It's actually not called that, but it's called that because I don't know. But we parry his attack, and he's not the Hograda anymore because he's dead. And then after we go ahead and destroy that gate, we get on to the second gate, obviously. And then, as usual, we go ahead, fight all the enemies, kill them all, and then eventually destroy that gate. And then finally, instead of getting a new melee weapon, we finally go ahead and get ourselves a new ranged weapon, being a new gun. It's an automatic gun, the name is or something, but it's a pretty good gun and everything. And it's also my only phone automatic, so yeah, it's gotta have to be good. But obviously this dang hog is in my way and he's annoying, so I parry his attack and shred him by punching him in the face. And then we get off to killing the last enemy, and destroying the gate. Then we destroy the third gate. And with destroying the third gate, we head to the fourth gate. And along heading to the fourth gate, we go ahead and die to the one thing we keep on dying to in this entire game. And you'll be seeing us die to a lot. Fall damage. We die to it twice before we eventually figure out, oh yes, maybe we should shield bash onto an enemy. Then after we go ahead and fall like a billion times, we find these shield dudes, which are very pesky right now. But eventually we learn a move that will make it way easier to defeat them in the future. And then after we go ahead and defeat the shield stupid dude, we go ahead and defeat the gate, the fourth and final gate. Then the game phone opens up a gate. There's a lot of gates in this chapter. And then we have to head off to the beach, which is obviously defend the beach. That's what the phone thing says or something. Yeah, phone. You gotta defend it. And then they apparently like phone they just summon a phone tie-in or something. Yeah, because he just doesn't like us or something. But even though they may not like us, they may despise us. I mean, we are just killing them, in fact. I mean, like, why would you despise us because they're just killing you, but whatever. We still have an objective, which is do more murder of them. And then so we go ahead and get on the phone gun, and we try to go ahead and kill them all. But obviously, I got no clue how to use this dang gun, because I phoned for the entire time, just didn't know that you could actually just fire a phone bolt off or something. And I was just blind, and I just didn't know how to do that, so I was just shooting the dang Titan for just like normal shots of the phone thing, and you just one die, and I phone died because of it. But the big thing is, I'm actually the greatest gamer of all history. Alive, even. And I went ahead and figured out, oh yes, you can shoot off these dang bolts. And I used those dang bolts to go ahead and absolutely murk this dang Titan. And he shall never bother us ever again. He's dead now. And because he's dead, he won't be able to harm us anymore. And with his death, our gun settles down, because we don't need the gun anymore. And obviously, this guy phone looks upon us from his top of his clip, even though he did probably like nothing to phone help us at all. Maybe killed like a few phone stragglers that I didn't kill or something. But whatever. Anyways, we're called up by the phone number one Discord moderator ever. And then the guy's like, oh yes. It's actually good that he's actually controlling the phone Doomslayer, because he's not one of us, even though he's a phone human. But Fury doesn't like that. And yeah. But then we go ahead and see what is happening currently in Hell. And obviously, it is pretty bad, because we are currently ore farming as we're killing all these demons, and they're seeing this, and they're like, no, we do not like that. So, Prince Alzric, which is the foreign leader that I was talking about I was talking about right earlier and everything, he's currently the leader and everything, but he's currently a prince, so whatever. I don't know. But he's like, he wants to obtain something that's different from, defeating the Doomslayer. That will make him even stronger to eventually defeat the Doomslayer. To eventually stop all the demons from fearing the Doomslayer, because he doesn't exist anymore, he's dead. Obviously, he go ahead and gets command over all the demons and everything. That's gonna be pretty bad later in the future, because, he's commands all the phone demons and everything, and he's gonna phone absolutely sick monos, and he's gonna try kills. But obviously, after he goes ahead and get the Horde, he can't defeat the Doomslayer till he destroys the humans first, and he needs to obtain the thing that he needs to be able to go ahead and do that. and to become more powerful and all that other crap. So he's kind of a weird person. I don't know, kind of sus. If you get my opinion personally, kind of weird. But then again, he sounds like a full average normal villain in a full normal game. Full just want all this other stuff and crap. So after this guy shuts up about his evil plan and everything, I mean, it's not even gonna come to fruition and everything. We transferred over to this planet with the Discord moderator on it. And why are they on this planet? Is because it is currently being attacked by demons. And why isn't it being attacked by demons? It's because the planet has all our sentinel reserves, which is used for energy fields and things to form protect us, like barriers and stuff, which we need so the demons don't just really pop a portal up and like where in spots where we don't want them to go and everything, and then just come in and kill us all. So we don't need that. But obviously this guy is like, oh yes, that's bad. I don't know whether to send the doomsayer or whatever crap. So after he goes ahead and shuts up and just decides to send a Doomslayer to actually to protect this place, so we can actually have the Sentinel reserves be protected and everything, we go ahead and cut over to the Doomslayer, and he's currently seeing all these like signs and everything, these weird symbols cut in stone. I actually don't even listen to the lore. I got no clue what it means. I be in the game, but I got no clue what it means. But in video course, he goes ahead and starts to build up a resistance to the foreign tethers that is currently being controlled by and everything, and they need to turn up the power to try to control them even more and obviously get them ready for being sent down and take out all the enemies and everything. And obviously, we can't have the Doomslayer not being controlled and everything. And then we also figure out that apparently they got rid of all his emotions except for his hatred towards the demons, and that's why he's so loyal, because he can't think for himself, because all he can do is just kill those dang demons, who darn demons. But anyways, they eventually, after hitting buttons and everything, send him down to the planet, and everyone surrounds me and everything, because I'm the main character and everything, and am able to actually play the game. So after go ahead and landing on the planet to defend it from all those stupid dang demons, we go ahead and get ourselves a new weapon. That being an upgrade to our shield, where we can now chuck it at enemies and it can stick into them and saw them in half. It is very good and will be very important and good for later in the game. And then what we do is, after we go ahead and kill all these foreign enemies by chucking my shield and at them and it just sawing into them, we figure out a new ability. That being the ability to chuck my shield at those shield dudes, and then it would chain into every single other one of the shield dudes and destroy them all, which is very, very good. We also gain the ability to chuck our shield at those red chains, and it goes ahead and destroys them as well. We also go ahead and gain the ability of shrines. And shrines are very useful because they give us the ability to upgrade our weapons, shield, or melee weapons. Either or, it's really, really good to go and have. And to be able to upgrade them, you need gold, or rupees, or this other fun purple stone. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, you need a ton of stuff to upgrade weapons and everything. So after go ahead and upgrading our weapons and everything from the shrine, we're going to get on to murking these absolute terrorists that are currently worshipping the demons. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something weird. And then kill them, and then get a blue key, which we use to go ahead and acquire our new weapon. That being the plasma gun. Very, very good. And this will be used for basically almost the entire rest of the game because how good it is and everything. So we go ahead and use the plasma gun to absolutely murder every single one of these dang demons. And there's also a pretty good catch to the plasma gun. That being that we have the ability to shoot and destroy all these guys with these shields and everything, these plasma shields. If I shoot them enough, I can eventually destroy them. And it's pretty strong at doing it. But eventually make it to the fallen place. They go, and I fall into the dang void because I'm blind. So, of course, after not falling off, we go ahead and destroy the red chain, and we're able to climb up and make it to this fat dude who's probably eating like a crap ton of cheeseburgers. He's full so fat and everything, full of queso. But eventually we kill him, and we go ahead and make it to the gate towards outside. So we go ahead and proceed towards outside, and we go ahead and kill the enemy to fight the final boss of this area, of this chapter. And of course, it's a new enemy. It's a new different enemy, but it will be used multiple times, constantly. Like every single 5 seconds, you'll see this enemy. Like it's so dumb. They do not know how to make like a ton more enemies than anything. It's so stupid. But even though we have to go ahead and fight this enemy like a ton later on in the game, we eventually go ahead and just kill it, shoving our hand right into its heart and ripping it out, taking its heart and destroying it. Because that's how we go ahead and increase our power, being our shields, our health, and our ammo. That's basically how we increase our power. And eventually pulling pins off to this mech that we have to pilot, and we're gonna absolutely get full on ham, and we're gonna absolutely massacre an entire battalion of demons and everything. It's why it's so great. What we proceed to do is we proceed to full on get into the elevator and lift up to the mech and go ahead and get inside and get into our gamer chair and plug ourselves in and get ready to go ahead and slaughter some dang titans, because we are about to be on an absolute massacring spree in a few seconds. So what we do is we proceed to escape from captivity and make our way to killing our first titan and everything, and it is insane. But I didn't actually realize at the time, apparently that bar in the middle, that circle on the titan, if you let it charge up to full and keep on attacking him without doing a full ultimate attack, which was left trigger and everything, you actually are able to go ahead and do a different attack than the full stomp and everything. But I didn't know it because I don't actually read and everything. But sadly, the game puts a wall in front of us, and yes, the wall is there and it's very bad. But we are very good at punching and destroying things. So I punch it, and there's a demon past it. And the game teaches me how to go ahead and dodge. Back, left, or right. Pretty good as I say. And then I use that tech to go ahead and defeat myself. So we proceed to go ahead and destroy our second wall. And past that second wall is this dude. I actually don't know his name because I don't listen to the full story. I just kill enemies and that's just it. But he goes ahead and sends down a weapon for us. I originally thought it was a full sword, but no, it's actually a gun, a machine gun that we use to lay waste to the demons, to the titans, for crying out loud. And they can't stand a chance for how strong this foreign machine gun is. Apparently, I think if you shoot it like a normal machine gun, if one overheats and everything. But I don't think I ever experienced that. Guys, I've been dying. Massive.
this is actually so thin.
So eventually make it to the vault that contains the core that is fixing to explode. And for some unknown reason, we toss our minigun aside, even though we very much could use our minigun and still have the core in our pocket at the exact same time. But we rip the thing off and grab the core, and we have legitimately both of our hands out. Like seriously, you could have just used the actual gun. Then, after going ahead and acquiring the core, we proceed to destroy this wall, and then we try to go ahead and take the core and chuck it into the massive hole in the ground. But no, we were absolutely hit on the back, and we dropped the core. So we have to then fight a stupid Titan. We would go hand to hand, punching. We would have figured we would use every single one of our moves, being the dodge, the non-existent of the phone actually just waiting till it charges up and everything. Like generally, like all I could just do is just wait till it charges up. As I phone attack and use a more powerful attack, but I know I actually didn't do that. But finally, we strike it with a final attack, going ahead and defeating the thing. He lies on the ground, somehow still alive. But we grab the Titan, we grab the core, we put him over the massive ravine, the massive toe in the earth, and then shove the core into his mouth, and then hit him with this part of kick, and then of course everything's blowing up, so we gotta immediately jump out of the Titan to Furn ship and everything, and fly off back to our base. But of course, we not see it yet. We pan over to a book showing us a very important thing. But we look at this old man who's currently talking to the Demon Lord, who currently wants the heart of Argentina. And the heart of Argentina is what we saw in the book. Who the old man is currently looking up and everything, and is currently talking to the Demon Lord and all that stuff, and he wants that, but it's currently sealed inside of a vault. So what happens is they get a distress signal from the old man, being like, he went ahead and sealed the thing because it has immense power and everything. And if the Demon Lord gets his hands on it, he will destroy the world and everything. But they go ahead and look up, oh yeah, what's the Heart of Argent all about? And apparently, what it is all about is that it was found out way long ago. Apparently, this thing had some ancient power inside of it. So after they stop yapping and everything, we go in and get ourselves a new gun. Don't ask me what it's called because I don't remember. It didn't show me. But I think it's maybe called the Revenger or something. I don't know. But what it basically does is it shoots. We got a line on our screen, and it basically shoots a massive amount of bullets, like a shotgun, all at once. But not like a shotgun, where it's just a boom, boom, boom. It's it just shoots an automatic and everything. It's really fast, Yeah, but it's really good and everything, and it absolutely shreds. And there is something I think it's an upgrade you can get, or it just comes with the base. But when you're moving around and everything, and you basically hold down the trigger button, it basically the gun turns yellow, and it basically just absolutely destroys the enemies. It's super good. I'm just gonna say how dumb I am for just a sec, cause I run around and I see this thing, this pressure plate that you're supposed to stand on, and I stand on it, and then it goes, and then there's a chain. And you're supposed to chuck your shield at it, obviously. That's what you assume. But I don't chuck my shield at it. I just stand on it, and then immediately walk off it. And then just stand there forever. And then I don't show it in the video and everything, but I just run around the entire place doing everything that's completely optional, and I just walk out of the building and you're like, oh yeah, what are you supposed to do? Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, this makes no sense. It's so hard. Like, bro, all I need to do is just stand on the dang pressure plate, but I just didn't want to do that, for crying out loud. I don't know why. It was so hard for me. All I had to do, I legitimately saw what you're supposed to do, but I'm so dang blind. I'm so dang blind. I didn't see the full chain. I no wonder I didn't see the chain. I went still on it for half a second. Like, I legitimately stood on it, immediately going off. I just stood there for like an hour, but eventually I went stood on it, hit the chain, and went boom. Now, after I went on that entire yap session on how blind I am, I get a ruby, which are really good for upgrading. And then we go ahead and fall down this entire hole and everything. And then we also go ahead and get another version of our weapon. Now, let me go ahead and say how uneventful this version of this weapon is. Because, honestly, I was using it, it wasn't really that strong. I mean, it did good amount of damage, but honestly, it like ran out of ammo pretty quick. And yeah, I killed like a good amount of enemies, but then like I ran out of ammo. I had to switch to the shotgun, and I switched back to try it out again because I wanted to give it a good chance. And then I legitimately just used the shotgun to kill the rest of the enemies. That's how uneventful it was. Even though that last fight wasn't that eventful, this next fight will be very eventful. Because this next fight is a boss fight. And at the start of this boss fight, I didn't really understand the whole mechanic. Because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to parry the green balls that come at you and everything. And what they do when you parry the green balls, instead of just doing like a small bit of damage with the gunshots and everything that you attack the spider thing with, it does like a massive amount of damage when you parry the things and everything. But eventually, I think I figured it out and everything. So I start like, parrying it and everything. And then eventually we go ahead and knock it down. And then we go ahead and punch. Because we're apparently not at the right angle or something. So we won't have to move around. It's very awkward. But anyway, finally going and punch in the face. And then killing it. And then obviously the door for some reason unlocks. Because apparently it has a key inside the thing that made it unlock. Or if one actually went ahead and killed the boss because it's stupid or something, I don't know. So after defeating that boss, it goes ahead and unlocks the door. So we head through that door, obviously. And behind that door is our dragons. So everyone goes ahead and gets their dragon and everything. But the Doomslayer, he has all these options and everything. He takes a torch and he places it and he lights a massive fire around the center and everything, lighting everything up. And then these two dragons, they come down. They come down, and then they're at their form. They're wanting the Doomslayer to ride on top of them and everything. It's like this is an honor. This is an honor for the dragons for the Doomslayer to ride on top of them. But no, the dragon king. That is the Doomslayer's dragon. The Dragon King. That is the only dragon that the Doomslayer can ride on top of. So he gets on top of that dragon and he rides off into battle. Because that is his dragon. That is his dragon. That is our dragon. Yes. So we set off towards the battle ahead, stowing in our dragon. And then what we do is we are going too slow, so we go ahead and crank the engines. Our wings set out. Plasma wings, because I think the foreign wings were destroyed or something. I don't know. But we go at Mach speed now because the boosters have just kicked in. Now we're going for insanely fast now. Yes, yes, yes. And then after go ahead and entering the battle, we go ahead and go to our first ship. Learn how to dodge. Learn how to shoot back. And we're very bad at dodging, by the way. Dodging right into the phone actual projectiles instead of actually dodging out of them. But after phone shooting and destroying all things that are shooting us, we destroy the hearts, which are very good to destroy because they're phone actually think they're controlling the actual ships and everything. And then after destroying that ship, we head to another ship where we actually have to phone fly down onto that ship and then go into it and then defeat enemies inside of it, run through it, killing all these countless of enemies and everything, and then get to the full bottom of it and fight the boss inside of it. And then when we defeat the boss inside of it, then only can we shield bash the heart to the ship and then fall down onto our dragon and then basically repeat that same process for like a lot of the other ships because it's kind of like the exact same for like a lot of the things. Like it's the exact same for a lot of things in this honestly game. It's like it's just a lot of repetitive stuff. Like there's Jimmy, you have one single thing and then it's like you just have it all over again and again and again. Yeah. Then as the last one, we go ahead and go to this ship and fight the full boss. Go ahead and kill the boss, and then we want shield bash and then go on our dragon and fly off. So then we go ahead and get ourselves another version of a weapon that we currently have. Now another new weapon, another version of a weapon, being another version of the plasma gun. Plasma gun's already pretty good, but I don't really like this one over the plasma gun. It's pretty good and everything, but it's not really my favorite. What it is basically a plasma gun, but it shoots slower, but it does more damage and everything. So it's pretty good. Like it does more damage than a plasma gun, but it's slower. So then we find out about these blue enemies could apparently have a blue glow on their head. So I actually think they're actually stronger than the foreign other enemies, which they are stronger than enemies. They won't do more damage. They won't do more. Won't have more defense and all that crap. But when cool, I actually don't care. You still die either way. But whatever. But another version of a gun being the double barrel shotgun, the greatest gun in the game. Not one of the best guns, the greatest gun, hands down. This gun is so good. Like I was fooling one-shotting enemies, two-shotting, or whatever shotting. It's a full non-upgraded weapon, by the way. And when I fully upgraded this weapon, it just shred through everything. It is so good. I absolutely love it. So after shield bashing the final one, we go ahead and head to the place where the Heart of Argentina is held. And who are we met with? The coward himself, the Demon Lord. And of course, he has his full-on subordinate put up a shield between us and him until so the Doom Slayer has to fight all these demons and everything, as he is able to walk in and go ahead and claim the Heart of Argentina for himself. But no, that obviously isn't going to happen, because as he walks in there, as he sees, oh yes, the Heart of Argentina, I will claim it now. But no, this guy, I actually got no clue what his name is. I forget, I don't know, he ain't the Doom Slayer, he ain't important. He walks in and he decides to explode the entire place and everything, and you think he's gonna go down with the ship, but no, he grabs the Heart of Argentina and he grabs those hooks out of the place, and then obviously the Demon Lord doesn't die because he just has a shield go around him and everything, and yeah. And then after he goes ahead and grapples hooks out of there, he goes ahead and flies out of there on his ship and everything, and looks down at his hand and he has a Heart of Argentina in his hand, And as that happens, we look behind us and we see the entire place being destroyed, blown up, and falling onto the ground. Like a national tragedy to these people. It's like insane. So then we go ahead and pan over back to our base, where the Furin and the dude who just took the heart of Argentina are talking and everything. And they're talking about, oh yeah, like the dude one has the heart of Argentina, like on his chest and everything, like around a necklace and everything. And the reason why he has that is because they don't have a vault and everything to contain it, because like the previous place that we're currently at was the vault to contain the heart of Argentina. But the Fury was like, oh yeah, maybe the one Doomsayer could like protect it and everything. But currently the Doomsayer is being controlled by like the Discord moderators and everything. So speaking of the phone Discord mod and his Discord friends, we pan over to him, and then they're phone talking about how the phone Sentinel, which are the people that were falling and are phone fighting with and everything, are being overrun by all the demons and everything. And they're like, should we send a Slayer and everything? Because like they're going to be attacked and everything, and they really need the help of the Slayer. But the dude, the Discord mod that we're talking about, is like, I don't know. It sounds like it's out of our problem. I don't know if that's really that matters. But then we pan over to the Doomslayer and seeing all this happen, seeing all those phone Sentinels being overrun by the demons and everything, he doesn't like that. So he breaks out of control. He breaks the control of the dudes and everything. Whatever they're called, I don't care. But he breaks the control, and then what he immediately does is he try to stomp towards them, because it's very, very hard to run towards them, because he's still being controlled a bit. Well, he's not being controlled, but like it's a small bit. But like they try to crank up the power to like electrocute him like a massive amount, and if stops him for a bit. And they're always very, very, very worried, like, because they don't want to die from the Doomslayer. But obviously the Doomslayer breaks out of that control and uses the power that they're using against them. And then he does it, and the electrocutes everything. So of course, and the Discord monitor is like, turn it off. So they immediately go ahead and proceed to turn it off. That's what they do. Yes. And then obviously Doomsayer's like, oh wow, cool, it's been turned off, so I'm gonna immediately run towards it and punch the wall, and basically it's like the defenses of the wall is going down and down and down. Are like very worried and be like, should we execute the Slayer? Because we don't want to die and everything. But the Discord member is like, nah, we actually we need him still for like to actually kill the demons, because if he doesn't kill the demons, then the demons will kill us, and yeah. So then we go ahead and pan over back to the battlefield, and then we look out in the distance, and we see a ship coming. And what do we see on top of the ship? The Demon Lord, thinking that he's a top 10 ore farmer with it's a moving ship, and he's just at the front of the ship, like bro thinks he's gonna enter into the ore farming tournament with that drip and that cape flying behind him. It's like, dog, put the fries in the bag. Like, genuinely, I know you got an entire battalion behind you of demons, but seriously, put the fries in the bag. But of course, the Doomslayer comes in to actually teach him a dang lesson about a true ore farmer, and yeah. And especially a true ore farmer when you enter like an absolute king, and everyone surrounds you like you're him. Find yourself a new weapon, that weapon being a flail. And what that flower does is it gives us shields instead of with the fist, which gave us health. Basically, two different things that it gives us and everything. If you want shields, you pick the flower. If you want foreign health, you pick the fist, but whatever. It's a pretty good weapon. I basically use the weapon the entire rest of the game. It's just that good. Genuinely, it was like I mean the fists are also like really good, but like I just really like the phone using the flail and everything. And also in this chapter, we have to destroy like a certain amount of gates and everything. I think a total of like 4 or something. So we proceed to destroy that gate and everything. So we go ahead and proceed to the next gate. And there's something very special about this one. And that will be seen very, very, very much in the entire rest of the game. That there's a boss bar at the top of the screen. And now there's a boss bar where you can just go ahead and go kill the full boss. And then boom, the gate is destroyed. There's a bar below the boss bar where we have to kill a certain amount of enemies for the boss to be able to get this destroyed and everything. Because currently there's like shields around the boss, and everything that makes it like to where the boss currently can't be hurt or anything until we defeat a certain amount of enemies, and then we can go in and kill the boss, and then we can destroy the gate. That's basically going to be happening a lot in this game. It's going to be kind of very repetitive, and yeah, everything. Or we see these guys doing a ritual and everything to like the demons or something. I don't know. It's stupid. Who really cares? But after, like, apparently just decide to close, like, 2 gates on us, which we have to open by flicking one lever. We have to do, like, puzzles to get to that one lever, and then we have to go and do puzzles to get to the second lever, which is, like, swimming through all this water by dodging all the like, the fire for some reason that's in the water, even though that makes no sense. Like, fire and water, like, one that does not mix. But whatever. Well, I don't know this is game logic for crying out loud. But after we do that and get out of the water and everything, we go in and flick the second lever. It opens the second gate, so we can get into the place and massacre all of those dudes that are doing the ritual. Whatever. I don't know what they're actually doing. Who really cares? Then we go ahead and proceed to get ourselves a new gun. Not an upgrade or another version of a gun. Just a new gun. And I don't really care or like this gun. It's the chain gun. What it does is it shoots out chains. Not fast or anything. It's kind of slow. But it does a good amount of damage. It's pretty strong. It's just really slow. And I mean, I do it like the shotgun and everything. But at least the shotgun's accurate. Like, it feels like the phone chain gun is, like, not accurate at all. And it just takes, like, forever. And it's just such a slow weapon. I use it for the next gate. Like, the final gate, I use it. And everything. I go ahead and kill everyone with the chain gun. It's pretty good, I'd say. But it's not my personal favorite. Cause, yeah. And then after we go ahead and finish and defeat every single phone gate and every single boss of the gates, we have to proceed to enter the wall. Then, of course, when we get into the wall, a massive titan emerges from a portal coated in armor. But our dude comes in his foreign titan, being like, oh yes, I'm gonna save the day, but no. When the Titan just absolutely bashes him in the one back and just grabs him and chucks him against the wall like he's absolutely nothing. Like, this dude is just a one NPC for crying out loud. Like, bro, you're not the main character. Put the fries in the bag. The Titan is like has like so much stuff earlier and you've lost an arm and everything. Good attempt and everything. But still. So we go ahead and get onto a massive turret to be able to go ahead and kill the Titan that this the doofus just full lost to, because he's full not the one dang Doom Slayer and everything. So, we fire down every single one of the full dang enemies, but eventually the Titan smashes through the wall. Like, he thinks he's him or something. But unlike before, when I used a turret, I actually know how to fire off the bolts now. So I, of course, shoot off the bolts, like a few times and everything. Like the actual, smart genius I am. And then we finally go ahead and bring down the Titan. Honestly, not even that hard. I don't know why the guy struggled. Generally, just log in, bro. Just log in. So after going ahead and killing countless of enemies, being like, boom, 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 pow, 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 whatever, we go ahead and make our way to the elevator to the fallen demon lord absolutely being the crap out of the fallen dude riding the Titan and everything. I still don't know his name. I'm dumb. But of course, the Doomslayer rudely interrupts by absolutely chainsawing the door open and then grabbing it and then ripping the door open like an absolute ore farmer. And of course, he goes ahead and walks in there, going ahead and dragging his flail across the ground. And then he's gonna go kill the demon lord, but of course his subordinate grabs controls the Doomslayer, stopping him. But of course that's not gonna stop the Doomslayer. So of course she's just using one hand. She's just using one hand to do it. So of course when she finally uses her second hand, because you could have just done it to begin with, but yeah, you just now use your second hand, but whatever. She does it, and then she stupidly throws him next beside the Titan that the other dude was using and everything. We pan over to the demon lord next to the other dude and everything, and it's like he grabs the heart of Argentina, he rips off his chest, and he's like he opens it, and there's nothing inside, and he's like, where is it? Grabs him by the throat, chokes him, and he's like, where is the actual thing inside for the actual power, because it's current. And then of course he turns to the side, and the massive Titan about to blow him up, because currently the Doomslayer is controlling it and about to blow the crap out of him. But of course, luckily his subordinate saves him, and then they escape in time, like the cowards they are. So they're talking about if the Doomslayer takes out the Link and the thing inside of him and everything, it'll basically explode and kill him and everything. So he obviously can't do that. And they go and proceed to say, the heart of Argentina, we don't know where the actual power source is currently. And if the Demon Lord gets that, he'll basically have the full power of a god. And it'll be even stronger than Doomslayer. But obviously the Doomslayer doesn't care, because he'll just still kill him anyways. But the last thing she says is to unlock the Ancestral Forge. And that's very important for later. So after they stop yapping and everything, we go ahead and go over to the Discord mod place. And we see all these dead bodies and everything on the floor. And what is the cause of it? It's from this other dude being the same as them, but he's actually controlled by the Demon Lord. And that's the reason why he's killing them and everything. So it's they readied up the guns and everything. He's like, oh, hear me out, hear me out. And of course, the Discord model is call the ministry, call the ministry and everything. And he's like, you have been stranded in this world and everything, and you have no one to trust at all. And that's why we're the same. And I want you to help me. He goes ahead and shoots him and everything, but keep that in mind. That the Demon Lord wants him to help you, to help him, and everything. Very, very, very bad. So we go ahead and make it to this place, which is the place where we need to get to the ancestral forge and everything that the Furin was talking about and all the other stuff. But we get to this elevator and we go down the elevator and we find ourselves a new weapon. That being a grenade launcher. We use the power of the grenade launcher to absolutely murk everything on our way. We are a demolitionist and we are about to cause arson or something. I don't know. What would it be if one was explosions or I don't know something. But anyways, we want to kill everything, and if a boss spawns, which I think is a new form boss, maybe, I don't know. I think we saw him before, but it was like for like a few seconds and everything, so like it wasn't really that important and everything. But we of course used a grenade launcher for a bit, and we switched to our double barrel shotgun because it's like really good. Double barrel shotgun is like a really insane and amazing and everything. And then we use that, we plop, 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 boom, gets down, smack him with our shield, plop, boom, our shot in the guy's entire stomach. He would be feeling that for the rest of his non-existent life because he's actually dead. Then after killing that dude, we are able to go to that door and make this place where you have to flick these levers and everything. And when we flick these levers, apparently it powers up this heart, which will be able to go ahead and give us the power for the ancestral forge and everything. So whatever, we flick the rest of the levers and it powers up the heart and everything, and it gives us the ability to make it to the ancestral forge itself. So we make it to the ancestral forge, and the Furin is talking about the ancestrals never die. Their heart endures. Their heart is the energy. Baller line, by the way. Go ahead and say how I did. From a 1 to 10. I personally think I did a 10 right there. But the Doomslayer puts his shield in the water. There's a reason why he does this, obviously. And the Furin goes ahead and takes her glove off, and there's a reason why she had gloves on to begin with as well. Puts her hand on, powers up with these runes and stuff, and it's like her eyes go blue and just all this other crap and everything happens. And we got the Discord moderators just looking through the camera of the Doomslayer being like, oh yes, the average Discord mod, you can't let this people just do whatever they want or something. This goes ahead and powers up the heart. The heart goes ahead and gives us some like liquid and stuff. And it drains down this little tube and stuff, and it falls down onto the shield, giving us some insane rune power. And also giving us some like other abilities and everything, but yeah, making us stronger, because that's what we need. So what the Furin spell that we just got and does is, like before, like a while ago, we were able to parry projectiles and everything. It taught us that and everything. But what this does is when we parry those green projectiles, it sends out a massive shockwave, and there's different types of that the versions and all the other fun stuff and everything. Like those are like later on in the game. But we use that ability and like to parry the projectiles. It seems like a massive shockwave out and damages. We go ahead and enter into hell. Legitimately, bold letters. Hell. Yeah. So we go ahead and look at the Doomslayer. And what he is looking at is this massive tower. And what is in this massive tower? The Demon Lord and all his subordinates and everything. And the Demon Lord is currently talking to the Discord mod. Who, we heard him talking about like how he wanted the Discord mod to help them and everything. And it would seem like that's exactly what the Discord mod did and everything. And like when he used the video that he took with like the Doomslayer's thing on his chest, and he gave it to them for like all the information and everything, and you look at like the the Furin and everything. And like they say, the Furin is the heart of Argentina. She has the power of the heart of Argentina and all that other stuff. But obviously, the Furin doesn't know that. Like, they was confused, like, why didn't the Furin use her foreign abilities against them and everything? But the foreign Furin doesn't know that she has all that and all that other stuff and everything. So no harm has come to her and everything. But they found the foreign heart of Argentina. They was like, give us what we foreign wanted, and he's completely foreign denies that and just is like, close the gate, so it makes us phone harder, so for us to get in. And like, dude, seriously, how can I possibly behead you if you phone make it that hard? Okay, so after we go ahead and watch that cutscene and everything, and all those doofuses talking and stuff, we get to acquiring a new gun. There's a lot of new guns in this game and everything, and different types of guns. This is a different type of gun of the previous gun we acquired the last chapter, being the full-on grenade launcher, but this is the rocket launcher and everything. With our new power of our rocket launcher and everything, we are able to use it to destroy all the enemies that are trying to block us from defeating the Hellcats, which are the two things that we need to defeat to go ahead and get the power source to power up the mech, to go ahead and use it to get into the battle and help the Sentinels and everything against, like, fighting the demons and everything or crap. But yeah, anyways, we use the rocket launcher, we kill the guys and then we go ahead and get off to fighting a boss. And there's two balls. One ball is protecting one of the Hellcats, and our boss is protecting our Hellcat. But anyways, we kill like the first dude, and then we go ahead. We have to go up this, and you have to shield bash this hard to the Hellcat, and then we destroy it. And I destroy the second one, and I'm not gonna show myself killing the boss because that's boring and everything. Just show myself killing the exact same boss over and over again. But anyways, I destroy it, and it opens up this door where you're able to go ahead and where we have to go to it, and we have to get this power cell to be able to power up the mech so we can leave this place and get to the battle ahead. So obviously when I make it to the mech and everything, it is absolutely dirty by all means ever, but we don't really care, because like, it just means that all that matters is just that it works. So we just put the power cell in, crank it, and then it obviously turns on, because all I need is a full power cell. So I think, oh yes, I need a phone move. This is obviously something I need a phone control, so I proceed to try to move it with like a controller or something. So that's why I almost skip the cutscene and everything, but no, it's just a cutscene that I don't need to skip. It was stupid. I almost skipped the dang cutscene. I don't know why I almost skipped the dang cutscene. So, and then we found a cliff. We lay our mech on top of it, get out of it, and then we go ahead and get a new upgrade for our shield. The last upgrade was when we parry the green projectiles. We get like a shockwave on the enemies and hurts it and everything. I don't really remember because it's not really that like insane, but this one's pretty cool. Because what happens when you parry the green projectiles, it goes ahead and sends out all these swords and everything, and it's really, really, really cool. And it's not really the main one I use for the entire game, but I genuinely like it. So after we get a new upgrade for our shield, we make it to this bridge. And what we get at the end of the bridge, we see the man, the myth, the legend, the demon lord. Oh, and what are we expecting? Oh yeah, we're gonna fight him? No, we're actually not, because he's a big fat coward. So he just sends out all his little minions, his little demons, to go ahead and fight us. Of course he does, because, you know, he's a dang coward. He doesn't want to fight the Doomsayer, because he knows he actually will die. And he will die even in his best form, even in his strongest dang form, because he knows he's not him, and everything. But of course, I'm him. So I go ahead and shoot, and massacre every single one of his demons, because they don't stand a chance. And I mean, obviously, he knew they didn't stand a chance, because I'm the Doomslayer. Did he remember that? But obviously, when we kill them all, we make it through a portal. Okay, so after we go ahead and make it through that portal, we go ahead and make it to base and everything. And everything seems normal. And then we enter out and stuff. And then we see our mech being worked on. And then we go ahead and make it to hitting a button. And we hear, like, stuff being, like a battle is going on or something. And then we realize we're currently being invaded by the demons and stuff. And the reason why we're being invaded by the demons is because, for how the Discord mod is working with the Demon Lord. Well, obviously, the Discord mod phone is now betraying us, the Sentinels and everything. So, it's like, we currently think, being, the Sentinels, that the Discord mod is still working with us and everything. He's still working with us. But obviously he's not. He's betraying us. So he's making it to where can have the ability to come into our base and stuff or not. But I don't know. But since he's not working, but whatever. But anyways, we have to go around and flick these levers and kill the demons and all this other stuff. And yeah, but then we go ahead and acquire ourselves a new gun, that being the Revenger, which is another version of the previous gun that had a skull on top and everything. But this one, unlike the previous version and everything, which shot in like a line and where it hit like a massive amount of enemies all at once, like really fast and everything. This one is more condensed down to shooting like one enemy just really fast, doing more damage overall, but sacrificing the whole for being able to hit multiple enemies and everything. But anyways, that's how like this one works and everything. But we go and make it to hitting the button and everything, and then acquiring a yellow key card to be able to open a door. And we fall down the shaft. So after falling down the elevator shaft is probably what it's actually called, we got ourselves a new shield upgrade. We already got a full shield upgrade previously in this one chapter. It's not in this chapter, but like legitimately like a 10 minutes ago we got like a shield upgrade, and now we're getting a shield upgrade again. Whatever. But what this shield upgrade does is when we parry the green projectiles, instead of you doing shockwaves, doing swords, whatever, we get a green turret. We get a turret on our shoulder that shoots enemies for us and everything. Alongside us shooting and everything, and it's pretty good. So we go ahead and we get on our dragon to go ahead and fly off to kill and destroy the ships, the tentacles, and the full-on bosses. You've seen it all before. It's not something you have to go over like in depth and everything, because we just want to stick our hand into these guys' hearts, take them out, want to do all this other crap. You've seen all before. It's the exact same crap and over again, over and over again. But obviously, after we go ahead and get done with killing the final boss of this chapter, not the final boss of this chapter, I don't know something. So we go ahead and we see the tentacle going away, and we think, oh yes, the demons, they are leaving. We've defeated them, we've saved the day. But no, the Discord mod knows otherwise, because the tentacle sleeps out, covers ahead and goes out of the full portal, wraps around the tower where the Furin is, and straight up pulls the entire tower towards the portal. And obviously, the Doomsayer form try to fly towards them to try to get the Fury and everything back, but sadly, he's not fast enough, and he's not fast enough to full and get the Fury before they go ahead and have the tentacle go all the way, and the portal closes and everything. It's terrible. So we go ahead and find an island, because we're obviously not going to give up on the Fury, because she's very important to the Sandals and everything. And on the island, we find a new boss, a new enemy, because we are not actually getting a single new enemy in this dang game. Because apparently they were hiding the new boss on this dang island that no one knows of. And we're going to be seeing the boss like a crap ton this entire game. It's going to full non-stop. Whatever. But yeah, we kill it. Lizard! So after killing that lizard, find ourselves the control switch, which is for some reason a switch has a skull in it that we have to push or something. But when we push that in, it opens an entire foreign hole inside the water. It's like for the water, the ocean, and all the other crap. It's insane. What we have to do is you have to destroy these 3 different tower things or whatever they're called. I forget. I don't know. Don't ask me what they're actually called because I don't remember. But we have to destroy 3 of them. And the reason why we have to destroy 3 of them is because there's a massive creature that we have to unseal. Destroy like the seals of it, like I guess, I don't know, revive it or something. At this current point in the game, I didn't know what that fallen creature was, so I'm not gonna tell you what it is. Maybe some of you may know what it is, but I didn't know what it was at this current point in the game. But we destroyed 3 of them. And after we destroy the first one, my theory about trying to revive this creature is kind of confirmed, because she says that its vital signs are rising. So it's like, I think we are actually trying to revive it and everything. But that's not important right now, because we just got ourselves a new shield upgrade. Yes, I know. We just recently got ourselves a new shield upgrade like a few minutes ago, but still. This one right here is like my personal favorite, because what it does is when you parry, instead of like doing damage and everything, it paralyzes everyone, sending a massive electricity bolt to not just one enemy, everyone around the enemy. Go ahead and paralyzing all those enemies, basically making them full stat, and then you can just kill them. But obviously after that, we go ahead and destroy the second one, and then the final one. So when we go ahead and finally destroy the final tower, the creature awakens. But sadly, it is chained down, and it can't escape. So we have to go ahead and help it. So what do we do by helping it? We use a powerful crossbow that is able to one-shot entire hordes of enemies to go ahead and shoot the thing and destroy all the foreign stuff that is chaining somewhat of it down. It's still being chained down, but yeah, somewhat. But I thought like originally this crossbow just was used once, but no, I legitimately just grab it, take it, and then I use it like legitimately. I can just use it the entire game. There's 3 shots in it, but you can legitimately basically just instant kill from enemies and stuff, and kill like massive hordes and everything. And yeah, it's just really good. And right here is the point where I realized, oh wait, we're not releasing some random creature. We're releasing the dang Kraken. We're releasing a dang Kraken. And what we're doing is we're actually going ahead and why we're releasing this is because to be able to open a portal up, so the Kraken fly up into that portal, so the Doomsayer can latch on and go ahead, get to hell, and so we could save the Fury. That's basically what we're trying to do here. So after we go ahead and push in the skull and everything, the chains are released for the Kraken to break free and stuff. So the Doomsayer walks down to the beach, all cool and everything, being like, I'm obviously I think at this time, I think we're gonna go fight the full Kraken. I didn't know that the full Kraken was gonna go fly up into a portal to hell, so the full Doomsayer was gonna latch on, and we were gonna fly with him. I thought we were gonna do an entire boss fight with the Kraken, just as the full like the little Doomsayer were gonna like do one punch, whatever. So after falling off and everything, we learn a new mechanic, and that is where we have to stand in a certain position, and like this tower thing goes ahead and gets all this electricity around it, and we have to chuck our shield at it in the right exact spot, and we go ahead and get ourselves a new weapon, that being a mace. What the mace is has one single attack, and then one single attack takes like forever to be able to charge up, but it does a crap ton of damage. It basically can like one shot most of the enemies and everything. And I think it's like you hit one enemy and like it just hurts every single thing around or something. So yeah, it's pretty good. And there's a certain puzzle I was stuck on for like a good while because I didn't understand what was happening. I kept on chugging my shield at these things, trying to figure it out and stuff. Trying to make the platform go up and down and up and down, and trying to line up with the thing to be able to send the shot out to open the door and everything. And for some reason, I eventually got it. I don't even know how I got it. Like, I do not know how. I just got no clue how. But anyways, after all that, puzzle and everything, we go ahead and kill the full lizard that I told you we would see like multiple countless of times. Again and again, after he was shooting it up and everything. And we go ahead and make it to the portal. So after go ahead and make it to the portal, we go ahead and make it to this puzzle. And this dang puzzle was so stupidly confusing, it made like no sense at all. Because what you have to basically do is you have to you have to basically go ahead and make it onto these platforms by chucking your shield at the gear and everything, and it sticks into it, and it constantly makes it move around and stuff for like a little bit, and you have to move it to like a certain part, and if you like fail, you fall into the water and everything, and it's like basically if you have to get to like a certain part so you can and what do I earn from that? What do I earn from doing all that crap? I realized at this time, I thought, oh, this is actually important. I need to do this or something. But I don't. It's optional. It's legitimately optional crap. I don't need to do because I destroy the gold and all I get is gold out of it. I don't get anything else. I just get gold, which are good for upgrades, but that's it. So we make it to this altar, and then we connect these two form things. I got no clue what they're called. I actually don't remember ever getting them. Like, genuinely, they just randomly appeared in my pockets. I got no clue what happened. Like, don't ask me for crying out loud. But we put the thing that we connected together inside of this one altar. They puts all the tentacles of like blah 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 blah, and we go to the portal. Yes, and then we go. Swim, and we're like, oh yeah, we see a beautiful tentacle. What is that of? Probably of the Kraken that's gonna kill us soon. Oh no, and we enter another portal. After going ahead and exiting the portal and everything, we eventually make it to this altar. And what do we do with the altar? We put our hand up to it, and we destroy what's inside of it, like the purple thing inside of it, because whatever else we're good at are dead and for destroying everything imaginable. Like, that's legitimately the only thing the form Doomsayer is actually good at, is just destroying stuff. And we get lifted up by, who guessed it, the Kraken. I mean, how could the Kraken be underneath this water? Like, we were legitimately a second ago walking on top of it like it was solid ground beneath it, but apparently the Kraken was just casually being like, oh yeah, I'm just perfectly fine. And if one of the Kraken just one eats us for crying out loud. He just one eats us. You're not supposed to be the one that eats it. I'm supposed to be the one who eats you because you're the one squid. Shut up. Anyways, we make it to the full Kraken's heart. This like big thing that looks like a full brain. It looks like a human full brain. For some reason, Kraken's heart looks like actual human brains. But the objective is to kill all these foreign demons, which are for some reason inside of the actual Kraken. I don't know why you would have these demons inside of you. That's literal parasites for crying out loud. Makes no actual sense. Why? I mean, yeah, they're working together, and probably the foreign demon lord for crying out loud put the foreign demons inside of him. What did he think that foreign we were gonna get swallowed by the fucking Kraken or something? Did he know? Did he have future sight or something? But anyways, the objective is simple. After destroying each one of the bosses and everything, we have to destroy one of these small little hearts. It's basically like that, to get rid of a tentacle from the overall big heart. And when we destroy like 1 and a 2 and a 3, we make it to the heart. And I think originally we're gonna have like a massive boss fight or something. That we're gonna have to fight a massive like boss and everything to be able to go ahead and take down the heart or something. But no, we just legitimately whip out a crossbow, even though it is just we're walking around cinematically towards the heart. We're just doing that to whip out a crossbow, and if we have to shoot the heart and kill the Kraken and have the guts go over our face. And it's like, dude, bro, why are we walking cinematically just for that? But we really need the aura for that one thing. So, after we go in and kill the Kraken, we bash out onto the battlefield. And at this current point, we have a fully upgraded double barrel shot. I know. Pretty good, right? And with our new double barrel shotgun being fully upgraded, we absolutely massacre every single one of these doofuses in our wake. And we eventually make it to the Furin with these insane shotgun. I mean, might as well go in and fight the demon lord at this point where it's full complete armor strength, but I mean, he's gonna be absolutely cooked. But we make it to the Furin. Anyways, like the Furin is like being absolutely holed up and she's being detained right now, and she doesn't know a single thing what is happening at all. So we go ahead and walk up for an ore farm as we normally always do, because we have to take a billion years to make it to actually dang Furin. But we eventually make it, and we grab her arm, well, we try to at least, but we fail because she has the power of an ancient sentinel god. The sentinel stabs the Doomslayer, and everyone falls to the ground. The Demon Lord just walks up and is like, yeah, you're not that guy. You're not that guy, pal. Sorry, bud. I know you're Doomslayer and everything, but you're not that guy, because you can't actually take that power. She has so much power inside of her, you just can't take that. So what he obviously proceeds to do is walk up behind her to go ahead and get monologue and everything. And then he walks up to the Doomslayer, grabs his helmet, takes it off like the most dishonorable thing you could honestly ever possibly do to the Doomslayer. And what does he do with his helmet? He grabs it and smacks him across the head, absolutely pummeling him to the floor. And at this current point, the Discord mod comes up, and as being a Discord mod and everything, he's like, we should kill the fallen Doomslayer, we should murder him, we should absolutely murk the guy. But obviously the Demon Lord is like, we need something permanent, because fallen death is not permanent for this guy, he's just that strong. So his subordinate comes up. The Demon Lord has Heart of Argentina, and what are they doing? They are about to go ahead and extract the power of the Sentinel from the Furin. And obviously, they proceed to do that. Like the fallen subordinate of the fallen Demon Lord, go ahead and uses all their power to push the fallen Sentinel the power of the Sentinel back into the fallen Heart of Argentina. And when it goes back into the Heart of Argentina, it shoves right into the Demon Lord's heart, and then gives him like a crap ton of phone power, and we are officially cooked. And obviously the phone discard mod runs away like the absolute coward he is. Cause he know he is dead. So we come back to base and everything. They're asking, why did the phone creed, the Discord mod is the only one who came back and everything. And the phone Doomslayer did not come back. So they get a call from the phone Discord mod, and he's like, and they're like, what happened to the phone Buren and everything? And he's like, the phone Doomslayer came to Phone Hill to try to save the Buren and everything, but obviously that didn't work out, as you can see, cause then he's like, run, and he's like, we need our phone run. Well, y'all need to run, cause I'm just gonna phone disappear and then hide. So portals opens and the Doomslayer's helmet just chucks out, and who walks out? And after the portal opens, oh well, the demon lord himself, doofus that is thinking he's an absolute ore farming king, for crying out loud. You're not him. If one walks out, and if one they just try to just kill everyone. So we go ahead and go back to the Doomslayer after the Demon Lord invaded all the Sentinels and everything. Yeah. But we see the Doomslayer, and he's like, we see that he's currently being sealed by all these Cthulhus. These 3 Cthulhus. We just defeated 1 Cthulhu. We don't need a full-on 3v1 against like somebody that took us forever to defeat, for crying out loud. But anyways, the full-on Doomslayer decides to full-on take his shoe and just try to solve through the barrier. But obviously that's not gonna work and everything, because it's a very, very strong barrier from being made by all the 3 Cthulhus and everything. So he decides to put his hand on the phone thing inside of his chest and everything. And what happens is it sends out lightning bolts or whatever, like I think electric or whatever, same thing, to all 3 of the phone Cthulhus and everything. And he does it for a sec, and he's like, ooh, that may be good. So he grabs it, and he decides to take it out of his chest. And what happens when he does that is it sends a massive shockwave, sending the Cthulhus back and absolutely pulverizes him into the acid. And obviously, since the Cthulhus was the one who was popping him up on the thing that he was standing on, he falls into the acid. Like, bro, did not think about that, like falling into acid. But apparently he goes to hell, and he is still alive. Or he's technically dead, but yeah, whatever, he's still alive and everything. And he just grabs his shotgun, and we take a look at his face, and he's just all mangled and everything. It's just, then when we go ahead and stop looking at ourselves and everything, we go ahead and get straight to acquiring this thing called a Berserk mode. What a Berserk mode does is it gives it the ability to have infinite ammo, and I think do like even more damage than we already were doing with like the double barrel shotgun, which are basically almost like insta-kill and everything. So if one already just insta-kill everything versus double barrel shotgun, it's that good. And we also, I was thinking originally, don't take damage or something, but no, we do. But like, since we have infinite ammo and stuff, we're able to hit things like instantly, and just gain the ammo back. After we the Berserk mode finishes everything, we kill the enemies. We go up and we flick this lever, and a massive pool of blood rises up, and we have to go through. Then we go ahead and make it up the blood, water, and everything, and we go ahead and make it to this place that needs a blue skull and everything. And we gotta kill all these enemies and stuff, but we still need the blue skull. So when we're going ahead and trying to find the blue skull, we find a door that needs a red skull. Maybe I need to find the blue skull to get the red skull. I don't know, just maybe. But anyways, we find the blue skull, and we go ahead and we're killing the enemies and we're fighting the enemies. But for some reason, randomly, I just get a crash. Like, I don't know, when I was recording and when I was streaming this day, my stuff would just not work. And I don't even think I better even got like any footage. I wouldn't have like record stuff because it wouldn't work. Like, so many things would not work today. I don't know why. But anyways, I have to get this blue scope back again. And we make it back the thing that I need the blue scope for. And it's a phone elevator. So I rise up. And from doing that, we were able to get the phone red skull and everything. And with the red skull, we're able to go through that. And get to the place where we need the red skull. So after we go ahead and open the door and everything, we're able to walk through the path towards the fallen spirit realm, and it's so beautiful. So we see a guy, he is meeting us in, and I hit him with reversal technique, lapis blue, with the amplification of red, hollow purple. Wanted to kill him as his demise. He is dead now. And we're able to make it past, so we can kill the demon lord. So after we go ahead and absolutely murk that guy, we proceed to climb up a chain to go ahead and murk some more doofuses. Killing a full hog, because, you know, he doesn't have no ride on him, so he's not no hog rider. And then we go ahead and make it to a door to be able to come on a ship to become the full Flying Dutchman, because we're flying a dead person. That's where we are. Is we're actually deceased. So we're basically the full flying. I don't even know at this point. We're Flying D Dutchman or something. I don't know, crap. From King of the Pirates. So of course we're flying going through from being like the full pirate or king or something, and everyone bashed through an entire door. And then he had wealth, fame, and power guiding his foreign crew to that door to bash through into the land of the living. He truly was the greatest, but he of course bashed through the entire wall and absolutely became the foreign king, whatever, I don't know. But anyways, he went ahead and he woke up after a 12-hour shift of being unemployed and constantly playing games all the time. But anyways, he was able to make it to finding the thing where you had to go berserk and everything, and came back alive to go ahead and save the day against that demon lord. Save the day. He is the true doomslayer of the legend. But also, I did for mission as well. They were doing an entire ritual just to summon the foreign doomslayer back to back to life and everything. Because currently we are being overrun by demons and everything. Because, you know, the demon lord is really, really strong. He has the power of a full ancient sentinel inside of him, and no one else can stand against him. And we really, really need the Doomslayer, like really, really bad. So they have to do this entire ritual just to summon him back to the living. And of course, they do. They summon the Doomslayer. And obviously, like the one dude, I don't know his name at all. He grabs the helmet and gives it to the Doomslayer when entering the entire summoning field. Like, dude, the bow's probably cursed. He's gonna actually probably die or something. But anyways, he gives it to the Doomslayer, and everyone gears up, puts his helmet on to go ahead and murk that dang demon lord. He's gonna die. So the objective of this mission is to go ahead and destroy these 3 towers. First, we destroy the person by beating up the boss. Pum, pum, pum. Shotguns to his face. Absolutely murked, by the way. And then, of course, the second tower gets destroyed. And then the third tower. And then when our dragon pulls up on us, and we go ahead and obviously get on top of a dragon to head to where shall we head to? We're gonna head to the Creed's, the Discord mods domicile, his poor mom's basement, for crying out loud. That's where we're gonna head to. So when we go ahead and enter his domicile, we go ahead and see all his Discord kittens trying to protect him, trying to give their life. Because obviously the Discord mod does not give two craps about them. And he's like, you should give your life for me, because I am important and I'm the only one who matters. And anything. But anyways, we learn a new mechanic in this place, being where you have to shoot the form. If you shoot the plasma gun enough at like a certain at the walls and everything, so like it turns like light pink or like purple or whatever. I'm not colorblind. Yeah. Once it turns that, we can trigger a shield at it, and it will be destroyed, and we're able to get through and everything. And that's what we did for that wall, and we did for the final wall. We like shoot it enough, and we were able to break through the wall to finally get to the dang Creed. So we proceed to form the Discord mod room, and we see him talking to the one demon lord, being like, help me, help me, help me, I could still be of help, I could still be of service to you. Obviously, the mechanics to this fight is multiple different like moves and everything. He has like a massive halo, not a massive halo, like this massive circle thing on his head, where he can shoot like projectiles at us and everything. And then also he can send out entire waves, salt like blaze across the battlefield, hitting us and everything. And then later in the fight and everything, he can do a full electro thing. We have to chuck a shield at to destroy it. And if you call that electro thing, if one not just stuns you in place in the thing until you want to get rid of it, but also like damage you over time while you're stuck in the thing and everything. Pretty pesky and everything. And he's also able to do the most peskiest thing of all, is put up a shield around him, where you have to do like what we did with the walls. Like, what we did with the walls and everything. Where you have to put chuck, you have to like destroy it with the plasma gun and everything. And it's pretty stupid. But that's first phase. In second phase, when we did full destroy him by chucking our shield, absolutely bashing him and kicking him, that his guy has full slugs and full inside of him for some reason. He gets up and he's like, oh no, I'm gonna take my clothes off for some reason. And we realize this guy is a massive slug creature. So he immediately flies around. He puts up these massive electro walls around you, and you have to stay inside them. Or if if you don't stay inside them and you hit the wall accidentally, you obviously get damaged. So pretty bad. And obviously he sends out the massive electro slashes on the ground and everything. Or pretty pesky and everything. But unlike before, he had one little circle around his head. He has now 3 circles around his head. Pretty stupid. Pretty dumb. I don't like it. But what he's able to do with this is, of course, he can do his normal shooting projectiles and everything at you. But he can also send massive arrows in the sky, where each like circle on the ground is put and everything. There's like a circle on the ground and everything. And the arrows will hit that spot, and if you're standing in it, obviously you're gonna get hurt and damaged and everything. Pretty bad. And obviously he's able to summon more 2s in this phase to damage you even more. And so stupid. But eventually we kill him, bashing him in the head with my mace that I haven't used a single bit this entire game, except for this single point. And then we go ahead and get to him saying, oh wait, I know where the Furin is. The Furin is very important, and because if the Furin dies, then the Demon Lord loses all his power and everything. So he tries to bargain with us, the Doomslayer, to not kill him and everything. But obviously, you already told us all the information we needed and everything, so that's not gonna happen. And we just kill you. We just take the full saw blade and saw you in half. You're pointless to us anymore. Yep. So we pan over to the fallen Demon Lord ship, and we see the Furin in this coffin-like thing still alive, because obviously, as I said before, if she dies, then the Demon Lord's power is completely gone and everything. And we go over to the fallen Demon Lord and everything, and he is currently just aura farming there, summoning dang titans, being like, oh, that was a bit tiring, summoning all his 100s of titans to kill these doofuses. And then we go over to the Doomslayer in the mech bay, going ahead and having them repair his mech, and then seeing the fallen Royal Outland, which is the other guy's mech, has been repaired and everything. And it's like, we don't have our mech repaired, and we really need that. So, obviously, the guy makes a critical decision of letting us control the Royal Outland and everything. And he gets to control the fallen Armech and everything. And we go out, we see him in Armech, and we go ahead and we see ourselves in the Royal Outland and everything, and it's full cinematic, and we get to full destroy everything. So after we stop looking at his face and everything, the guy goes ahead and says, "Fire!" and everyone fires. Cinematic peak. And obviously the Doomslayer gets dropped to running and everything, stays still for when ready to fight and everything. So, and also this is the point where I realize the entire function of the mechs and everything, where the more you punch normally and dodge the attacks and everything, like, it will build up the meter in a circle. I said this all before, like at the start when I just used the mechs and everything, but for some reason it took me all the way to chapter 21. There's 22 chapters in this game. And it took me all the way to basically the end of the game to figure this out. Like, you have to keep on doing this thing and everything, and eventually you'll be able to do the more massive and massive attacks. But still, I don't know why it took me so dang long to figure this out. Anyways, the objective is doing the whole same thing again, destroying towers. I don't know why we gotta destroy so many towers. Like, why? So it's very weird. So we gotta destroy the first one, and for some reason the shield guy kept me pulling so much problems. I don't think I fully figured out the whole needed to dodge attacks to build up the meter yet. But anyways, I eventually killed him, and we destroyed the first tower, and we destroyed the second tower, and on the third tower we get the weapon. I thought it would be different. I thought it would be different since we're using a new mech and everything. But no, it's machine gun and everything that we had before. So we just kill everything. You've seen it before. It's just you kill everything and everything. And then we destroy the third tower and final tower. And then after destroying the final tower, we get into the battlefield ahead. And then is that the day Demon Lord overflowing for ground? I swear I'm gonna kill this man. Put the fries in the day back. And then right beside him, like, a Cthulhu form comes out from the clouds, but honestly, he's not really that important because we can't clap him, like, pretty easily. I mean, he's just so stupidly easy. Anyways, we go to fight the Cthulhu and everything, and his entire attack pattern is, like, first of all, he's able to shoot a projectile, and he's also able to full-on attack you with a mace or whatever it is, and like do like one attack and a second attack, or maybe even 3 attacks. I don't know. And he can also like do when he dodges. He can like no other time he can dodge, but he can full-on dodge. And he can summon an entire shadow clone and attacks for you, and he can go over there and he can summon an entire portal that sends out a tentacle to hit you again. But obviously he doesn't full-on like that, so he just flies into the sky, sending massive projectiles from the sky onto the ground. Like, dude, what kind of technology do you advance them with? Like, seriously, what are the demons like have for technology wise? Like, generally, seriously. And also, and like another thing he's able to do is he can form condense and suck you in. It's kind of weird. And make an entire bomb, and I don't know what happens if you're falling in that. You probably just get exploded or take damage. I never actually fallen was in the thing or something, but I assume it's like pretty bad. So obviously I didn't get in it because I'm just him. But eventually we go ahead, punch him, take him down, rip off his head, and absolutely eat it for dinner because he's a full squid. So I consume him for his power. So after going ahead and eating ourselves a good squid dinner, being rejuvenated, having more energy for the next fight ahead, we go ahead and proceed to fighting the full demon lord, and we go and see him on a ship, being like, "Oh yes, I'll go fight this guy. No problem, full worried, full support and everything." And the one, Doomsday comes out of his mech and everything. And obviously, being the full absolute ore farming king, he full jumps down, he goes down, and absolute full has the lightning full stopping him from full falling all the way to the ground and smashing and everything. Like, dude, stop, please. Just stop. But anyways, we go and get into the fight, and of course, he does. And of course, since he has a spear and everything, he slashes me with a spear, like, do, and he stabs me and everything, like, for a bit, he doesn't do it, because I just parry all his attacks, and, like, the absolute one parrying king, because, yeah, I'm just him. He can send out spikes from the ground, he can even do, like, when we were past him, we legitimately just play catch. That's all we do when we past him, like, dude. Oh, and he also sends out a blood tornado around him. But I got no clue what that does. Every single time that happens, for some reason I just get health. Like, generally. I don't even think I take damage. I just acquire health. Like, it's so stupid. Like, why is the point of that? But anyways, we go ahead and eventually defeat him in his first phase. And we're going to take him down. He's obviously strikes us, punches, send us back like he does. But little does he know, when he checks his face, he has blood on his hands. And what does that mean for us? If he can bleed, he can die. So that means we're gonna go in and kill the guy. And what does he do? He decides, like every single other boss in this game, like the Discord mod and everything, he decides to just take his clothes off and just because he acquires wings and everything, and he's just stronger now because he just took his clothes off. Like, why? Seriously. So we proceed into second phase. And what happens in second phase? He uses these same other attacks and everything, splashes him with a spear and doing all that other crap, but he's also able to summon these spikes out of the ground. I originally thought these spikes were like attacking us and they were gonna like hurt us, but no. I was throwing my shield on it because I thought it would hurt us, but I was actually like doing like a really good job because like apparently it just gives you full heals. It legitimately heals you. Like you would like bro was summoning something that would like actually just heal me, like for crying out loud, dude. Bro's not doing a good job at actually just trying to defeat me when he's legitimately summoning or somebody heal me. Whatever. Because he's also able to summon these swords on the ground and everything that will go around a circle, like go all over the battlefield and everything. I don't think I was hit by it. I don't think I was hit by those swords, so I don't know what they do, but they probably just do like normal amount of damage. But anyways, we pause them again. It didn't really do that much anything first time, but the second time we have to pick the entire collarbone, like boom, ugh. Like, bro, we fucking hear a verbal sound. Like, bro is absolutely destroyed. Disheveled. Whatever. Yeah. And then, of course, we defeat him in his second phase. Because even in his second phase, it doesn't matter. Because I'm him. What he proceeds to do is stab me. He stabs me to the stomach and rips it out. And we go ahead, and he kicks us, and we just fall to the ground, and we're just prone on the ground. But Luckily, our dragon comes in, burning fire, breathing upon him, and it's about to be a 2v1. Let's go! He's gonna absolutely destroy it! Oh my goodness, no! Okay. The demon lord stabs our dragon through the fallen throat, killing him. I thought, oh, this was gonna be a 2v1. We were gonna absolutely clap this man. But no. We didn't even know this. We didn't even know our dragon's name. I didn't even know our dragon's name. Like, seriously, dude? Like, so we obviously pick up our gun for revenge against our boy. This is a full-on tragedy. So obviously, when we enter into third phase, the guy immediately soars right into the sky, sends out all these swords towards us, so we have to parry each one of them, turn around like parry, 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 and parry, whatever, parry. And full crash, of course, he crashes down. Not just in a master shockwave, but he forms in the master shockwave of swords. There to each one you have to parry the green ones and everything. The green ones! Parry them. And other stuff. And of course, everything else is the exact same. That's very much the only thing that's actually different and stuff. Everything else, of course, like those spikes, you have to form that you can throw the shield at, to build a regen and everything. And the no spikes, you can just send out from hit the ground beneath him. And the swords that go around in circles and all that crap is the exact same. And of course, so when we passed him the first time and everything, the guy absolutely gets destroyed. Like, we absolutely go in on him. Like, oh, he is just absolutely just melted into nothingness. But somehow, he still somehow exists. He's still fighting a fight. And still just trying to go ahead and defeat the Demon Slayer, even though he's obviously already lost. He's just already lost. He already put his one death sentence in, like, the second he killed our dragon. He decided, oh yeah, I'm actually cooked now. I'm actually just straight cooked. So of course, we proceed to form riposte him again. Killing him absolutely from boom, ragdolling him, but oh yeah, slammed off into the one off beyond, fully falling on his back. We see this in like the massive form heart in his chest. I mean, the heart of Argentina. What shall we do with it? And we shall proceed to stab our hand, shove our hand right into his chest, grabbing the heart out of his chest. And then when we go ahead and proceed to do that, it's like the connection from him to the Furin and everything is completely just cut. It's just completely just cut. So obviously the massive amount of power the Furin has, the Sentinel like needs and everything from the heart and everything is like very much overflowing, and it just proceeds to blow up the entire ship, like the ship and everything. And obviously when the Furin comes down with the Sentinel, with being controlled by the Sentinel and everything, she comes down, and the Doomsayer is like, no, I actually don't really care. He just gives it to the one dude, and just proceeds to go to his dragon, because obviously he's like, we need to do an entire burial for our dragon, because it's the most saddest thing in history. No. But yeah, we're gonna look back over to one of these doofuses, and they're like, oh yes, give me the full power of the heart of Argentina or some crap. I don't really care. But yeah, if one goes towards her, giving her the power, and she's able to take control from getting the one heart thing inside of her, and now she's perfectly fine, and she's able to form battle against the former Demon Lord again for the second time, because he's constantly running away. Yeah. So after we go ahead and this homeless looking guy asks the Furin if she's fine and everything. Like, I mean, seriously, the guy looks like he's homeless, for crying out loud, with that absolute hairstyle. Like, whatever, I don't know. we proceed to go over to the place where we're gonna enter into hell and do an entire raid of hell and kill them all and everything. We see the Furin. I think originally she's gonna go full and punch the wall and break it through because she legitimately she legitimately closed her face and everything. It looks like she's about to full and punch the wall or something. But no, she uses that power that she gained from the Sentinel and everything to grabs her sword and slices the wall, opening an entire wall, opening an entire hole in the wall, and everything, and we look back over everyone that's about to raid the entire form of hell, and we just randomly, for some unknown reason, we just randomly see someone lose their entire head for a single second, and everyone gain it back. Like, I mean, seriously, we got Jim Bob Jr., and his head this one dude, like, whatever. But anyways, we proceed into hell. And then obviously like the Furin and her form, all her dudes and everything are basically gonna fight off the Horde, and the Doomslayer, is gonna go deal with the full Demon Lord and everything, and go kill him because all he does is leave, even though we just fought him, and whatever. I don't know. So obviously, what shall we do? We shall kill some enemies as usual. And we shall do some puzzles as usual. And we shall get to a full boss and absolutely obliterate it with our arrows of full destruction or something. I don't know. Stupid crap. But anyways, after we kill the final other dude, the Demon Lord thinks he can leave. He gets in his ship and he starts to fly off and everything. It's so stupid. Like, bro, genuinely is not him. He can't leave us. He can't get out of here anymore. You can't leave. So, we grab him. We push out every single other weakling demon our way. We go ahead and grab onto his ship and climb up. So we enter into his foreign domicile. His room. He came on our home turf, and now we are fighting on his home turf. And who's gonna win? Well, it's kinda obvious. The Doomslayer. So basically, we're fighting not just the Demon Lord, but also his dang subordinate. His dang pesky subordinate that has always been by his side this entire fucking stupid game. Like, for crying out loud. What the subordinate can do is she can legitimately put up a shield around her and shoot all these foreign projectiles off around and hurt him and everything. She can also put a projectile around him, like put a shield on him and everything. I don't know why she can't just put a shield on her and him to basically make it to where they just win no matter what, because the guy legitimately can't hurt them. But whatever. Game logic. Oh, for an actual logic, for crying out loud. But like the full Demon Lord could actually he could do his normal attacks and do no spare attacks and everything. But he can also do the he can also slash out these slashes. I don't think he could do that previously. Like, I don't know what happened in between few minutes of you after getting clapped by me and randomly, and then that's coming up on your turf to go fight you again. Like, for crying out loud. Like, what seriously happened? Dude, like, what genuinely happened? Whatever. Anyways, we get to the second phase, and what happens in the second phase, we literally clock the subordinate, clock the witch, whatever she's called, and just pummel her on the ground, and the we just look straight over to the dude, and he's like, I have the entirety of the army of hell. I control them all. If I wanted to, I could sick them all on you. Like, genuinely. I'm not doing it because currently they're fighting all these other guys, but I seriously swear, like, I will cook you right now. Genuinely. Like, dude, seriously. I just beat the crap out of you. I just beat the crap out of you a second ago. Like, you're gonna beat the crap out of me now? Yeah, cool, you could all your health is completely regenerates. You're in second phase now. You think you could still fight me again? And apparently, the witch the full subordinate gets up for a single second. Doesn't actually get up. I don't think I see her get up. But she just gets up and he's like, pops a shield around him, and if one makes him immune for a single second, just to use massive fireball attack, and it's like instead of being like, oh yes, I'm gonna make him immune for his entire time, I'm just gonna just make him immune from that attack. So we proceed to finally put him to death after all the crap he's done, but obviously his thing supporting some. So she fires a beam at us. We obviously parry it right back at her. I'm hitting her right into these wires and everything. And when she then growls at us, we're like, Rah! So obviously we don't like that, so we just chuck our shield at her, slicing her stomach open. And when apparently she has a bomb inside of her, she explodes the entire ship. And like, I don't know what she was thinking. Was that supposed to be a strategical plan or something? Because literally what happens is a ship falls down, it crashes into the ground, and then when we see the Demon Lord is absolutely pinned down on the ground. Like, seriously, that was not that good of a decision, bro. It was not that good of a decision. If you were really trying to help your the foreign dude out, like, why'd you do that? Like, why'd you do that? But anyways, the demon was like, I'm not gonna give up yet. And when he just screams out towards all the demons, and to make them go fight and destroy all these dang humans. But little did he realize, is right behind him is the full Doom Slayer. So he looks back and he sees the Doom Slayer, and he's like, right, no, you shall not kill me. How dare you? Well, little did he know. Well, we actually were. This is the time where this is the time where the game ends. The game ends right here. You're dead. You're dead. It's the last chapter. It's the last chapter, by the way. So, we proceed to take our mace, and everyone just pummel him like POV. You're the full demon lord. Yeah, that's what happened. And then everyone grab his head and everyone chuck it in front of the demons, and they all run away because how scared they are. How scared they are. They're so puny, so pathetic. Wow. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that video and everything. I'm not doing a green screen at the moment, mainly because I'm lazy and it just takes too much time and everything to set up, like how I did for the intro and that stuff. I recorded both the intro and the outro after I did the entire video and everything. But yeah, I basically didn't know the lore almost the entire time. And if you're coming here to basically fool me describe the entirety of the lore, then that's not gonna happen, cause I do not know the dang lore of this game, somewhat, but like, who knows the lore of foreign Doom games? They don't. Maybe, honestly, maybe if you like the video and everything, consider subscribing, and eventually, I will be coming out with more videos and everything. The next video I will be coming out is a Baldur's Gate video and then a Cyberpunk video and everything else. It's probably not going to take as long as this video because I'll have known everything, what to do and stuff. But still, it's going to probably take a bit and everything. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you come back to watch my next video and everything. But anyways, see ya.